Sontag Against Interpretation, and now we are going to read chapter 1, number 8 and 9. 8. What kind of criticism of commentary on the arts is desirable today? For I am not saying that works of art are ineffable, that they cannot be described or paraphrased. They can be. The question is how. What would criticism look like that would serve the work of art, not usurp its place? What is needed first is more attention to form in art. If excessive stress on content provokes the arrogance of interpretation, more extended and more thorough descriptions of form would silence. What is needed is a vocabulary, a descriptive rather than prescriptive vocabulary for forms. The best criticism, and it is uncommon, is of this sort that dissolves considerations of content into those of form. On film, drama, and painting respectively, I can think of Erwin Panofsky's essay, Style and Medium in the Motion Pictures, Northrop Frye's essay, A Conspectus of Dramatic Genres, Pierre Van Castel's essay, The Destruction of a Plastic Space, Roland Barthes' book on Racine, and his two essays on Rob Grillet are examples of formal analysis applied to the work of a single author. The best essays in Erich Auerbach mimesis, like The Scar of Odysseus, are also of this type. An example of formal analysis applied simultaneously to genre and author is Walter Benjamin's essay, The Storyteller, Reflections on the Works of Nikolai Leskov. Equally valuable would be acts of criticism which would supply a really accurate, sharp, loving description of the appearance of a work of art. This seems even harder to do than formal analysis. Some of Manny Father's film criticism, Dorothy Van Chant's essay, The Dickens World, A View from Todger's, Randall Jarrell's essay on Walt Whitman are among the rare examples of what I mean. These are essays which reveal the essential surface of art without mocking about it. Number 9. Transparency is the highest, most liberating value in art, and in criticism today. Transparency means experiencing the luminousness of the thing in itself, of things being what they are. This is the greatness of, for example, the films of Bresson and also and Renoir, The Rules of the Game. Once upon a time, say for Dante, it must have been a revolutionary and creative move to design works of art so that they might be experienced on several levels. Now it is not. It reinforces the principle of redundancy, that is the principal affliction of modern life. Once upon a time when high art was scarce, it must have been a revolutionary and creative move to interpret works of art. Now it is not. What we decidedly do not need now is further to assimilate art into thought, or worse yet, art into culture. Interpretation takes the sensory experience of the work of art for granted and proceeds from there. This cannot be taken for granted now. Think of the sheer multiplication of works of art available to every one of us, superadded to the conflicting tastes and others and sights of the urban environment that bombard our senses. Ours is a culture based on excess, on overproduction. The result is a steady loss of the result is a steady loss of sharpness in our sensory experience. All the conditions of modern life, its material plenitude, its sheer crowdedness, conjoin to dull our sensory faculties. And it is in the light of the condition of our senses, our capacities, rather than those of another age, that the task of the critic must be assessed. What is important now is to recover our senses. We must learn to see more, to hear more, to feel more. Our task is not to find the maximum amount of content in a work of art, much less to squeeze more content out of the work than is already there. Our task is to cut back content so that we can see the thing of it all. The aim of all commentary on art now should be to make works of art, and by analogy, our own experience, more rather than less, real to us. The function of criticism should be to show how it is what it is, even that it is what it is, rather than to show what it means. And number 10, in place of hermeneutics, we need anaerotics of art. 1964.